I was expecting you to say action. I forget sometimes, you see, I get into the flow of doing the work and then I forget to put a bit of filming in, and then people say, we just see the before and after. And I kind of get that. That'd be well annoying, wouldn't it? Always seeing the before and after, not seeing the progress. Oh, this one seems... This one seems further. Come on. There we go. Cool. And we'll nip it all up later when we've kind of neatened up the light. So this is roughly the stance we'll have, guys, at this stage. Pretty cool. One thing my MOT tester always says is I always point my lights high, and I do, but you know, I normally leave them kind of loose enough for you to fine adjust as needed, but generally that's kind of the height and style I go for. I might tip it down a little bit, a tiny bit. What you would normally do here is you'd take that whole wiring loom and you'd shove it up through into here, so because the light doesn't take up much space down there, so you'd have the majority of the loom in here, but sometimes you can also kind of tuck some away behind here. So you've got to kind of work out now where we go. But like I said, generally we would push the majority of this up through into here, kind of have it really busy in here, and use the bits we need to use. But we do need to kind of work these bits out now and see what's next. We'll also have the indicators on coming out of here as well. It's a PG, it's a children's thing, isn't it?
I showed this on a put. I don't think it's PG.
It is PG, isn't it? On Netflix. Alright guys, so far we've got all this set up and that's the new Speedo, but we're just going back to the wiring. Black was positive on these, green is negative, blue is oil, which might be fuel, but we're not sure. It depends on what comes up on the lens. Red we think will be neutral light. That's all it can be, really. Although, doesn't it have indicator warnings? I don't know. So we're just trying to work all this out. But at the moment, this is the bike kind of setup. It's just that eventually we'll be chopping a lot and moving a lot of that wiring away when we're not using it. So we've got the majority of the bike set up. We've got issues again switching this to 2 miles per hour. And I had issues with the last one doing that, and I messaged the company and said I've got issues. The tank's polished up okay, but there's basically nips and chips that you just won't ever get rid of. But otherwise, the actual kind of, it's much neater than it was. It looks cool, I think, and it's going to feel really nice on the run. Dylan's going to test run it now, and we're just testing that the kilometers is working at all, and that everything's nipped up and to his satisfaction. So we've done as much as we can do, really, guys. If you look at where the bike's come from and gone in the last couple of weeks, it was quite a rickety old busted bike. It actually looks quite neat now. In the past I've considered taking these off, but there's no point, it's too risky. You'll ruin the tank. You just have to leave them alone, they're fine. No issues there at all. Yeah, I prefer it. Absolutely. We're still thinking that we might need to take off half an inch, maybe an inch off these, because they need to be a bit trimmer for this style of bike. But even then, it's all good. Yeah. Very good. Any thoughts, feelings, put them in the comments. Always good to have comments. Make sure you're subbed and subbed, and you click the bell icon, and hopefully we can up our numbers a little bit soon.